go ahead and do your little chord.
Okay.
So.
I get where we're going at.
So I'm playing a melody,
right,
and you're able to back up.
Yeah.
And then when I get done playing my melody, and your turn to play melody, then I'll go in and start playing.
And you can get me in the band center because I'll just be doing backup the whole time.
Yeah. A third, 3/4 of the time you're going to be playing backup, right? Yeah. So now we'll get into fills, and we'll get into dressing up your backup so it's not just like that. Because obviously, if you did that all the time, 3/4 of the time, you kind of lose interest. So there's ways to dress up that sound. See that? We'll work on that stuff. We're not going to do it today, but I mean, that kind of stuff.
Tim, I got to ask you this right now. It's like I spent a fair amount of time on boiling cabbage down.
Mm-hmm.
When will it start sounding like a song to me? I mean, is it?
Well, are you playing along with the recording? Because when you have the recording that we did that night.
I haven't been playing all that.
So what you want to do is cue that up and play it. And if you have earphones, earplugs, earbuds, play it in your head and play along with it, because that's what you want to do is get your they call it a cadence. You want to get the fingers to work in the same.
Is that why? Because here we won't spend any time on this too much, but this is what I'm getting. This is where I'm coming up, and it's frustrating as hell because it seems like I should be getting. I finally, I got the cadence that you were telling me how I was stopping before. I got to that, right? Mm-hmm. But it's just when I.
Okay.
Well, I missed it there, but anyways. So when I go into that, and then there seems like it's like then I go back to G. It just doesn't sound like
What you're doing is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're playing a waltz, okay? What's going to make it sound more normal is to play that fourth note. And remember, we talked about that last week. So you got that. See that? You want to get that other B in there.
Am I not doing that?
No, you're going. But you want to go.
How am I missing that?
So try that. Before you put your index finger, your first finger down, you want to.
Oh, this finger. Okay.
You want it to go right into that first finger. Okay, so you go do your thing. There you go. Got it. So do. You hear that? You hear the difference? You're going 2, 1, 5, 2. 2, 1, 5, 2.
Right.
2, 1, 5, 2. Right. It's just your first finger is just a little bit lazy. You want it to get it right in there. Oh. There you go. There you go. Now listening to the recording will give you that sense, because you'll hear that on the recording. Chord now.
Okay, I got it. So I was just lazy
index finger.
Yeah. That's all I got to remember.
Yeah, you want to get that.
Okay.
Some people have a lazy middle finger.
Okay.
I guess it depends on your attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but that's not uncommon. But you just want to make sure that you're doing that fourth note. It's 1 and 2 and. And if you're not
I
getting
don't get
note
that.
down,
1 and 2
well,
and.
okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's 4 times.
Right.
3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. But you have that middle finger, which is your and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And if you don't do the whole, round all the way around, then you're not playing 4 time. You're playing in a different time signature. So. Yeah, I was on. Yeah, there you go.
It seems like.
Yeah, pull your banjo up a little bit for me, just so it's not. I know it's easy on your armchair, but
So I can see
the
the
idea is you
strings.
want to. Yeah, you don't want to get too relaxed. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. All right, we spent enough time
C
there.
chord, whatever your C chord one.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So that just think about that. Always put on the recording if you get
All right.
feeling like you're lost, because
Yeah.
that's why I put the song on the recording. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So you did your boom chunks. That's good. All right. So I was gonna actually kind of start with a little bit of a song. And it's actually a really cool song. It's an old-timey song. You can play it with almost any fiddle player that's out there. Called Old Joe Clark. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you a little more information on the left hand. You're going to be doing a little bit more than just the open strings. Right? You're going to have a little more of a. You're going to have a little more going on with your fingering. So we're going to try that, and then just kind of work. We'll just work piece by piece, measure by measure, and get it kind of going. So if you look at it right here, I wish I should get a music stand easier. So if you look at it right here, maybe I can put it on my case.
I could buy a music stand. I was thinking that would help me actually practice too.
Right?
You think so?
Music stands are nice. I have
Yeah.
a music stand. I just didn't, I don't have it with me, but let's do that. I'll put it right here. There you go. Music stands are actually really nice.
Yeah, I was thinking about it actually. They can't be that expensive.
No, it's $50.
Yeah.
15 bucks. So anyway, okay. So, if you let's see, if you look here, okay. Now this is
Chinese.
it's Chinese. Okay, this is tablature.
Mhm.
Now tablature is this is going to be your 5th string, your 4th string,
Right.
3rd string, 2nd and 1st. Okay. Now, that's going to be your note signature. So this is going to be your 2nd fret. You're
Okay.
going to be playing, right? And you're going to be using your middle finger. And you're actually going to play as a pinch. You're going to play the 2nd fret and the open string underneath. And you're going to slide up to the 3rd fret. That's what that S means.
Right.
There. And that's going to be a 1 and signature. 1 and. So you're going to go 1 and, 1 and. Okay, you're not going to go, you're going to go. So try that with me. So with your middle finger, just do a little slide as you pinch these 2 strings.
Pinch them both
Yeah.
with one finger.
No, both fingers, like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, put both of them down. One on the. Yeah, there. No, just keep your thumb out of the way for now.
Pinch
And
them.
now, yep, pull both of them up at the same time. Right. Right. And at the same time slide. So there you go. There you are.
Okay.
See that? How that feels? A lot of
easy.
banjo playing is based on that principle.
That's easy.
You're doing
I
a
got
lot
that.
of
Right.
okay,
Okay.
and that's a slide.
Starting at the second and going to the third fret on my second string.
Okay. Okay. So once you get that.
So what am I reading there? That's what I'm reading.
Okay.
That's what I'm reading. This slide is taking care of 2 to 3 fret on the second string. It's a slide. That's how I interpret that right there.
Right.
Okay.
So that is actually before the first beat of the song. So it's kind of what they call a pickup note.
Yeah.
So you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and then you start the song right here. And it starts on the 5th fret. And then it goes, and I'll play the whole song for you, but open, 3, 2. See that? That's the whole roll. Bum, 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 bum. So it's. So do your slide. Right, and then you're doing this. Bum, 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 bum.
This is the top string, the 5th string, and then I go all the way down to the second string.
Right.
Right.
Right. Remember to keep your fingers lined up with your strings here. You want to keep those anchored and keep your fingers lined up. Right?
Okay.
That's for conservation of motion. So. Right.
Okay.
Right. The only difference is you're actually going to be fingering those 2 notes. So you're going to finger your 3rd with your middle and your 2nd. There you go.
Okay.
Like that. Right.
Right. It goes.
There's 5. Right. Right. So here's the beginning of it. Right.
Right. It's like my memory is shot.
That's all right. Start with your thumb.
Sure.
Right. Okay. Now.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at. Let me figure that out. So it goes thumb. It goes thumb, second string, like that, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now your next 2 notes are going to be, so you're going to actually bring this finger up to here, because this is, right? So now both of the 3rd, so that there, and then this one underneath.
Right there?
No, on the same, behind the same fret, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, and that's what you're doing here is 3. So you try that.
Okay,
So you're gonna go backward.
No.
So let's say we're 1 too high here. Right here. These two right here. There you go. Okay, so you go 3, 3. So the 3rd fret. Try that. So right there. 3rd fret.
Okay, so is that what I'm looking for?
3rd fret. Bum, bum.
The bottom string, the 1st string.
You just
first,
these 2 notes.
1st and 2nd string, right?
Yep. Right. Right. And then you're doing the 2nd fret and the open string on top. You see that? You you should have your camera. Is what you have.
It's going.
Oh, we should put it, your camera should be over here. Is where it should be because this is where I'm facing.
Okay.
We'll bring it over here. Okay. Let me do this. Let me play the song for you.
Okay.
Real slow, so we kind of have an idea of where we're going with this. So we start off with that slide from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret, and it's with a pinch. So you're using the 2nd and the 1st fret. Okay, so it goes like this. Okay, that's the first measure. Next one. Okay. And then okay. So my dog is barking. I wish he would stop that.
Oh, it's that freaking dog across the street.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know my dog. She doesn't usually bark, but she will. Okay, so here we go. So we go. Here it is again. That's that where it goes to the F. Okay, up just a little more speed. Second part. That's the song, Old Joe Clark. What we're doing is we're learning this, and this is what you're going to work on this week. That's really what you're going to be working on this week, is just getting your fingers to do something besides just open strings.
Right. Well, I was just challenged from going from the G to the C and then the D7. You know,
you're still going to work on that too.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, it's like that was more than open strings, so I was challenged with that at this point. So, but I understand going forward.
Yeah, and it's just an idea. I mean, just like I said, we're going to bite off of just the first measure, maybe the first two measures.
Right.
Build up to it.
Yes.
And we'll just kind of make, we'll build some lessons around a song.
Yeah.
So that when we're done, you'll actually be playing a song instead of just playing an exercise. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So I think the biggest thing then, what I have to figure out is make sure that I'm reading the tablature right. So we've got the.
That's that first note. Right there.
Go over again on what fret I need to be on.
Okay,
The number is the fret when there's a number there.
Yeah, that's going to be your fret, and you're using your second. See the little 2 there. You're using your second finger, so you're going to go. That's that first note. That's actually 1 and it's 2 notes. So. Okay, and then you start with the 5th string. Okay. That's from here to here. That first measure,
Yeah.
that's what it sounds like.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do that again for the recording. Okay. That's going on to the next measure. Open, open. See, okay. That's the next after that measure. And then the pickup. Now notice after you do that, it's the same as you learned here. So you don't have to relearn it once you get here. You're actually just repeating what you've already learned. Okay, so
there's no slide here though.
Yeah, there is right there. So I'm going to play this whole 2 measures, there to there. So here we go. Let's see, I got that wrong here. Let's see, I got to have it like this because I'm reading it upside down.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's how that goes. Again.
So
And that's what we're going to work on.
the slide here, I got the 2 fingers here on the the second, the first and second string,
Right.
and these 2 fingers are on the first and second string. How far am I sliding it to?
You're going from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret, so you're just going to take your middle finger and slide. You're going to lead with your middle finger. Sorry.
So
lead
it's
with your
just
middle finger.
that's just that, right?
Yeah, lead. Get rid of this one. Lead with your middle finger. Put your middle finger up here. There you go. Now you're going to hit that. You're going to hit both of these strings at the same time with your picks.
I'm just holding one. I'll hold the second string down. Where's it? Tell me just the second string held down right here. Just because.
Second
What's
string,
the O up? That's open.
Right.
That's what that means.
Right.
So all these other ones are open as well.
Yeah, anytime you see 0 open, that's an open string.
Right. But so these are all open. But there's. I guess I'm confused. I guess. All right. So it's open. That one's open, and I'm just the slide is that means the second, my second finger to, or is it the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret?
2nd fret to the 3rd fret.
Okay.
And you're pinching with these 2 fingers right here. So there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I go, and then
you're gonna go right up to your thumb.
Right.
And then you're gonna after you do that slide, then you're just gonna put this finger down here. Behind the fret. Behind the fret. There you go. Behind it. There.
Up there.
So
how do I know where is it telling me to place that? 3
2.
3 and 2. Okay, and 3 and 2, and all right, I get it. But so 3 and 2, I'm holding those down. That's the frets, and then I'm the 5th
That's
string.
an open string.
Right. The 5th string, and then the 2nd and the 1st.
Right.
Okay.
That's how that sounds, right there.
Okay, let me try that then.
There you go. Right, and then go ahead and go. Yep, there you go. Go ahead and hit the top one again.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go.
And then you're just going to put this finger down here, right here.
Well, show me where I'm telling. So it's
3,
3,
and then 3
3.
on the second fret.
Okay, 3 and 3,
Right.
3 on the first and these 2 strings right here,
Right.
right there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is that right?
Yep.
And then
So
what is the 2 signifying here?
That's the second fret on the first string.
But here I have.
That's the third fret on the first string, and that's the second fret on the first string.
So I'm going to move it back up there.
With the third.
After I pick it here and there, then I have to slide this finger back up here.
Yeah, what you're doing is, and look at how it looks on when you see it on your camera. It's see how everything's laid out. See that you're playing this. You don't have to move any farther than that. Your ring finger, index finger.
Okay, I get it. So you're just using those 3, and you're working the second, third, frets with those 3 fingers. Okay.
Okay. That's the way it's written. That's the passage. Okay.
Wow.
So that's, I mean, it's going to take you a little time just to kind of figure that out, but that's kind of the idea. It's just to, you know, be. It all lays out right there. Okay.
So right from the beginning, I'm going to go this, and I'm just pinching these 2. That's the first part. And then I'm going to go, have to, I go to the second string, the 3rd fret, which I'm there. So I'm going to go there.
And there. And you're going to start your roll on the 5th string.
Wait a minute. So I'm on the
Yeah, so you got your fingers there.
This one goes here, up here on the 2nd fret. Okay. And then I start this roll.
You start the roll with the 5th string.
Okay.
Right. And then all you're doing is putting your ring finger down. You put your ring finger right down underneath this one.
Yeah? Oh, right underneath it.
Right.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because we're all on the 3rd fret. Okay. Okay, so then.
And then you're just doing a backward roll. Basically, you're doing your 3. Right. Right. Yeah. You're actually you're going to want to hit the G flat. Yeah, that's fine for now.
Yeah.
That's good. So yeah.
That's what that sound is. That's right, that right there.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then these are all open here.
Yep.
These are open, so what I'm reading here is I'm plucking the first string. And then what is...
So then this measure is, the 3rd measure is, see.
It looks like the first string gets it twice before I go to the...
So you you're gonna put your first finger over here. Gotta get it over there. Do index finger right there on the C. Do do.
Wait.
If you're playing this measure here.
Right.
So you go.
It's not. Where's it telling me to put my finger on the first fret? Oh, on the second. Okay, right here. Okay, right there. I got that.
So that's how that goes. That little 4-note pattern.
Oh, okay. So I'm playing this string, that string, this string, and then that string. Okay, all right. I got it. Okay.
It's actually a backward roll.
Okay. All right. So let me try that. That's that. That's what that is.
Yeah. Don't forget to complete it. Boom.
Okay. This is hard, Tim.
It is. Well, you're learning to play a song, but
yeah. I mean,
the nice thing about it.
This is more difficult than I suspected it would be.
The nice thing is, number one, I like that your approach is your can-do attitude. I like that.
That's that right there.
Right.
Okay. I got it.
Open. You want to
I'll smooth it up. I'll smooth it up.
And I only want you to work on this first line because the nice thing about this song is it repeats itself.
Right.
So once you've learned this first, like 4 measures, it's going to repeat itself. So. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I think a lot of all the songs repeat themselves.
A lot of old time songs.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's kind of what makes old time music so cool. It's because all the instruments will play the melody at the same time.
Okay. So let me work on this. You've spent enough time with me today. I'll get it. The timer will set for an hour.
So we're not going to worry about going to the resolving it to the D. We're just going to try to work on this one line, and just so that you get familiar with how tablature is laid out.
Yes.
Right? And then from there we can, we can go all over the place.
Right.
We've got hammer-ons. We got slides.
Hey, I'm learning the slide here.
Yeah, you got the slide. Right, so work on that, and and be sure to review the video because that's what's going to help you with that.
Okay.
First line, that's all that I want you to work on. Right?
You got the I up there because that's the index finger.
Index and middle finger.
Index and index and where's the middle fingers? Index on the second string. Where's it telling me to use the middle finger?
It's going to using the middle finger on your second string.
Right. Where does it say that? I see it's got I up here on the first string, but I guess it's just because that they have to. That's just the way it is.
It's a pinch. Yeah. If you got your regular banjo roll position, this is going to be your first and second string.
Okay. So it's just a given. You're saying the index finger on the first string, and I know I'm playing both strings, so it's a given that it would be the middle finger there.
Index finger on the second string.
The pointer finger.
And your middle finger's on the first.
Yeah, it's just a given.
Mm-hmm. And remember to watch when you're playing, you don't want to get stacked over here, where you're, look at this, where you don't want to be like straight down. You want to bring pronate your wrist, bring your wrist towards you a little bit. There you go. And that will bring your thumb out.
Okay.
And when your thumb comes out, now you've got everything lining up.
Okay.
If you bring your wrist back, then see how now you're playing in this straight
line, my thumb's out
and you're not
away
going to
from
have
the
separation.
string.
Yeah. So you want to bring your elbow in a little bit and bring your wrist towards you. Just look at that. If there's a little point on your wrist, you want to bring that towards you.
Right.
And that's going to be your want to have a little, almost like you're holding a tennis ball. Like you're holding a tennis ball in your hand. So like right now your hand's a little bit flat for my case. Yeah. I would say bring it up just a little bit so that you have, there you go. Just like you're holding a tennis ball, but relaxed. You don't want to like force it.
Yeah.
But you know, just so, and that would be your position. Okay.
Okay.
And that's what we're gonna be. You'll work on this week, and then if you get that down, we'll finish the first part, and you can work on the second part next week. Cause
that's the pitch right there.
Using your middle finger now. Use your middle finger, not your index finger.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're going. Remember, it's on the second string, so you want to go.
Okay.
Right. And then once you slide, then these fingers just line up.
Okay.
You're just going 3, 2, 3, 2.
Yeah.
So everything is all right there, real neat and pretty.
Okay.
Right there. See? Except for that one note you have to hit here. On the F. That would be the boom chunk, the backup. Right? So I could even play it for you, track real slow. Now if you take that, you can play the melody over that.
Okay.
And that's that first measure.
All right.
First line, we'll call it. But yeah. Got a good song. Now the fiddle player come over someday and you go, well, I know Old Joe Clark.
Yeah.
And you'll be like ready to go.
All right.
So keep working on your boom chunks.
I will.
It almost sounds like a seagull when you're, you know what I mean, like a seagull kind of laughing.
Let me get another video of you doing the boom chunker. Because my other one was very, very vague, and it wasn't. I didn't like it.